Hi everyone, my name is Ivan Pisarev. I am co-founder of PROVER project, the video content authenticity confirmation service with using the blockchain technology. In next several minutes, I'll explain you what it's all about, who need it and why. So video is the most popular and convenient content on the web. At the moment, the spread of video accounts about 70% of all internet traffic. By 2020, it will be almost 80%. We all have smartphones, we are all recording video, we are all sharing video because it's easy, it's quick and very fun. More and more video penetrates in our life, in our business processes, allowed to accelerate it, to reduce the cost, to simplify the process and etc. etc. It gives a competitive advantage to those who use it. The trouble is that when property, when obligations, when money start to depend on the video, appears people which want to fake the video, to steal somebody's money, to took somebody's property, and to break an obligation. Criminals. At the moment, criminals making fakes and frauds of documents, of paper documents. When document will be video, when video will be document, they will fake video. Absolutely sure. So to prevent it, to protect this future situation, we developed technology PROVER. If you don't believe in fake videos, please pay attention at the screen at the next slide, please. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, Barack Hussein Obama, the former US president. We saw millions of his speech, and this is not unusual. Except one interesting fact. The real Barack Obama has never speak like that, like this. He was never, this fact, this performance has never ever happened before. This is not Barack Obama at all. This is not a man at all. It's a robot, a virtual robot created by neural network of the University of Washington. This neural network was trained by studying 14 hours of video of Obama's speeches. The machine studies his facial expressions and determines the position of his lips for every sound he pronounces, and create a virtual copy of Obama. And this virtual copy can speak all the text that somebody create for him. Yes, it look very. It looks like real Obama, but if you look closely, you can still notice the strangeness in the facial expressions in the bottom of his face. He's not very emotional at first. He have some troubles with his lips. They are not natural, and he's not breathing. It's a robot. But the problem is that this a little bit problems existed at the moment. In next half a year or even a year, they will disappear at all, and you will never guess who is a real man, who is not. And when we look at Obama now, we're looking at our future, at us. Every one of us can appear in neural network as a copy and saying somebody's text for some criminal purposes. So if you're still not believing fakes, please look at this Barack Obama. First of all, it will be used for humor, for some kind of jokes, maybe pranks, especially politician pranks. I'm definitely sure that will appear Donald Trump or Vladimir Putin, Russian president, etc., etc. But finally, when these technologies will go to mass market, like for example appeared once upon a time Prisma or Masquerade, it will conquer the world, and fakes will be, and all the internet will be covered by fakes, and we will appear in a situation when we could not trust to anyone, to any videos. I'm definitely sure that will be kind of Skype calls from our relatives or friends to us, asking to give some money, asking to give for some help, especially in cryptocurrency. Criminals will try to do their best to get our money with using that technologies. The only problem is For example, letters from Africa, Nigeria, when people are asking for money, is still that they don't have such technologies. They type in an emails. When we will have technology like this, I'm absolutely sure they will use it, and you will receive video clips, Skype calls with people like Obama. So we definitely need the technology which could prevent this nightmare. And we are the PROVER team developing technology
We
like
can
this.
also change the sentence order for a better flow.
There is an objective need for technology to validate the authenticity of video content, of video materials, which guarantees the truth of event which being recorded on a camera of smartphone. And we, the PROVER project, developing this technology. So what do we confirm? First of all, we confirm that video was captured by the real camera of smartphone, not emulated camera, not virtual camera, and specially created movie for that to input like a real video. No, we prove that this video was recorded by a real camera of that smartphone. Also, we prove that this video doesn't contain any editing and any trace of editing. So it's a real record that was really recorded by the camera. So it means that it's truth. It means that this camera record the really truth event, really truth evidence, and we can trust it. We can trust our eyes. And the third one, we confirm that the video was recorded during the known period of time, not before and not after. In this period of time, it's very serious. So we confirm that we capture the truth, and truth happens in exactly period of time. How it works? To work with our service, you will need to download a mobile application that will be in sleeping mode until you until you switching the camera on, activate the camera. For example, if you record something, shooting something, and want to validate it, to verify this file, you need to do special round movement to activate the app, like this. It's analog of command OK Google, for example, to activate to activate Google Helper. In our case, it's OK Prover. After that, the system will address to blockchain and to ask for a current block number, which will fall into the app and turn into a swipe code on a screen. But to input swipe code, you don't need to put finger on a screen, because it's very easy to fake. You will need to move a mobile phone like arrows shows on the video. Direction of movement are shown by the arrows. Why this? That's why you need to do this to make the generated code become an integral part of the video content. It's not physically possible to extract it from here, to change it without making trace of editing, but trace of editing will be cached by our app. After entering the swipe code, it disappears on the screen and the record can be continued. When you stop recording, finish recording file, the hash of the file will be sent to blockchain and keep there forever. The authenticity of video is checked by presence of swipe code, by coincidence of hash of the files, and absence of traces of editing, so no editing. So it's very easy to use. It's always in your phone. It's always possible to switch on. So it's convenient, understandable video capture for many various applications. Yes, like capture which sign the reality for events, to be sure that events which are recorded on a smartphone are really happened, really being recorded on a smartphone camera. Of course, we're not the first and we're not the last one who's trying to solve the problem of video verification. For example, there's a YouTube service which fixes the time when a file is uploaded to a system. And there is YouTube Content ID service that is created and designed to protect the authorship of the movies and video clip which uploaded to a system. It's prohibited to upload the copy of this, or a copy of them. There are various of different blockchain solutions which already exist on the market, and they save the time of uploading hash of the file. But neither YouTube, neither blockchain solutions are getting into deep inside the file, getting into the essence of the video. They do not identify the tracks of editing and the tracks of the forgery, and they do not guarantee the authenticity and originality of the file, that it's recorded from a real camera, real video camera of smartphone, and not emulated on a virtual camera, for example. So according this, it's very hard to use these solutions in legal and financial services, legal and financial markets, in the banks, in insurance, etc., because you cannot guarantee the authenticity. Unlike them, we position ourselves as more advanced solution, as universal capture, as capture of reality, where can sign the reality and guarantee that this reality really happened in a real life. That's our competitive advantage at the moment. The main questions, where it can be applied, who need it, and who's going to pay for this. This can be find application in all the industries where verifying the truth, where the capture of the truth is critically important. When the money, the assets, the obligations, the property, liabilities depends on this, of the truth. First of all, is insurance. Our project has grown from insurance project. We have a prototype of this solution as a mobile app for car insurance. You can record your car, the condition of your car, record on the camera, record VIN number, the number of your car, the documents, the existence of the keys, and then turn on the insurance and go. And when you don't need it, when you park your car and went home, you can switch it off, turn it off. It's first one. Also, you can make fixation of insurance cases. When you have car accident, you can record it exactly, the time, how cars was at the road, anything. And be sure, for insurance company, be sure that this video is really made at exact period of time and has no editing inside. So the case on the camera was really happened. It's true. Also, you can make video fixation on any kind of legal nature events, crimes, misdemeanors. For example, you can also record provided services, the proof of work, for example. You can use it in education, in remote testing, to prove that real man, exactly this man, was passed the test by a smartphone. You can use it in medicine, in telemedicine, to remote control of medication, compliance with prescription of doctors, etc., etc. And of course, it's a huge opportunities for fintech industry, for especially blockchain, decentralized banks, in integration with the system of users' identification, in biological identification of the user. At the moment, as you saw, Barack Obama, for bioidentification on virtual camera, you can just put Barack Obama, for example, or yourself, virtual robot, and system will recognize you. You can, for example, you can take a blockchain in blockchain bank a credit for your avatar, etc., etc., etc. But with our technology, it will not be possible. It's very huge, huge market, huge future spread for our technologies, our technology. For fintech projects, especially mobile cryptocurrency banks, we want to become a technological layer that will firstly enhance the reliability of bio-identification system of users, to expand functionality of existing solutions and projects by creating the infrastructure for protected video records, video applications, video appeals, oral agreements, contracts between people, especially it will be interested in the developing countries, in rural areas where people have a big tradition of verbal agreements to each other. They maybe even they don't have a paper, don't have printers and computers to create some files to sign, to some documents to sign, but they can make agreements verbally. Also, our system will allow to reporting to the bank how the loans are spendings, to prove that, for example, if somebody took a credit for water cleaner, for drink water cleaner in Africa, that they bought this machine, yes, for example, or create something, and to prove that money spent on the way that they really take it. Also, with our technology, it's possible to fix any kind of legal and financial matter events. In fact, our project is a super capture for reality for fintech, especially in developing countries and rural areas in Africa, India, Asia, and Latin America. In fintech industry, we already have an agreement and synergy with the Humanic project. Humanic is technology for credits for developing countries, for rural areas, especially in Bangladesh, in Africa. And our solution helped them to increase the protection of the biological identification of users, biological identification processes, and will allow to expand their solution to create approved verbal statement, video agreements between users of Humanic around the world. Humanic already passed the ICO in April this year. Right now they are working with Barclays Bank in accelerator of Barclays Bank and ready to conquer the world of 1.5 billion people in Africa, Bangladesh, India, Latin America, Southern Asia, etc., etc. And we're gonna help them in this. As I said before, we position ourselves as a kind of technological layer, a set of algorithms for integration in the any kind of third-party application solutions in insurance, in banking, in education, and any other industries. To use our service, you'll need to buy our tokens. Tokens proof. It's the only payment method. It's the only way to pay us to use our service, only to buy our tokens. So the emission of the tokens is limited, but potential quantity of application solutions, and especially potential quantity of the clients which will use these application solutions and use our tokens, is unlimited. That's why we having limited quantity of tokens and unlimited quantity of clients and users, we expect serious growth of our tokens in the nearest future. So 10% of the tokens will go to a team to support our system, the functionality of our system, and 90% of the tokens will be concentrated on a smart contract and will be given to anyone who is going to create any kind of application solutions, additional functionality of our service, and to work to increase our service to our community. So anyone who have our tokens have a right to put their project on the voting, and all the owners of our tokens have a right to vote for the project to smart contract to finance next. That's in our case, that will be serious opportunity and good approach to constantly develop our community, our technology, our application solutions based on our technology, and to grow the price of our tokens step by step, day by day. This is the roadmap of our project. 3 stages of development. At the first stage, we're gonna have a working product based on Ethereum platform with mobile apps on Android and iOS. We reserved 6 months, but in fact we're gonna have the working beta version of the product in late November this year. The prototype of the product will be in next couple of weeks in October this year. So, and the beta version in November. At the second stage, we're gonna repeat this project based on another platform, Emercoin. So we're gonna have solutions working based on blockchain with smart contracts and without smart contracts, to be sure that we can launch it on any kind of blockchains, any kind of even closed corporate blockchains. It doesn't matter, to be sure for any kind of situation, to be repeatable, to have this technology repeatable in any kind of blockchains. At the third stage of development, we're gonna to add additional algorithms of protection, our technology to add data from gyroscope and accelerometers of device to create a path of movement of smartphone while entering swipe codes and while recording video. It's additional protection because if criminals will want to fix to fraud this video, they will need to have competences not only in video editing but also in inertial navigation, and it will be more difficult, more expensive, and more secure for us and our clients. After that, the all new developments of our solution, all new developments of applications will be financed by a smart contract, by voting of our community, our crypto community. At the present moment, we are passing pre-ICO, and you have a chance to buy our token with the investor bonus of 25%. In November this year, we will have ICO of our project and have a plan to collect about $5 million. The development of our project is already in force. We're gonna have prototype in October this year, before ICO starts, and beta version right after ICO in late of November this year. Our project team is Nordavind company employees. Please visit our site on the bottom. The company exists more than 10 years, and we are working on developing of software for security and video surveillance systems. So we are involved in video security more than 10 years. This is our corporate logo, like an eagle. Oh, sorry. And also we have another product in our company, very popular system, ECG dongle, look like this. This is one of the most inexpensive and small devices for recording ECG. Look like this. ECG is electrocardiogram of your body. You just connect it by the wires, plug into smartphone, connect to your body. Moment, I can show you. It looked like this. This is a guy who need to record ECG. We plug in it to smartphone and recording. I can show an example. Demo mode. Recording ECG like this. Electrocardiogram. Very popular stuff. We have produced like in a hospital, yeah. We produced and sold more than 7,000 devices like this in 71 countries of the world. You can read about us on our special English site, CardioCloud RU. Please record it. And there is English English site, lots of materials, and very interesting device, and geography of our project. So we're not the first one. We're not the beginners in the startups. We had experience with technological projects. We have very beautiful team. It's not the only team on the screen that you can see. We have more than 30 people. We have good young team, very well united. Corporate spirit is very strong. So we're cool guys, and we'll definitely do this project in any case. So this is our contacts. Please see our code on GitHub. Please visit our site, the site of our project Prover, if you are not came from there. And don't hesitate to contact me via email or Telegram channels in English or in Russian, in any case. So thank you very much. Goodbye. Peace to anyone.